2026 is here.
It's the old 2026, bud.
So we're officially in the future of Black Ops 2. Like we're further ahead than Black Ops 2's future.
Yes.
So
And we don't have half the shit that they had.
so
That was cool.
you
Thanks,
know,
Trump.
most of the TV we grew up on always referenced like we got Back to the Future. It's from the 80s.
Yeah.
And that 2015 was their like future. You know,
Yeah.
original Blade Runner, I believe, was farther ahead.
2019 or something.
I know it was something like that. And
it was something
well,
goofy.
I'm just saying, we've already surpassed the future of many like TV and movie fiction, like
Yeah.
science fiction, and you know, instead of flying cars or like androids,
Well,
we got AI slop.
yeah,
So I mean,
yeah,
you know,
Slav
it's
is nice though.
you know, we are like close to it in that way, like Terminator. But I just wanted to start this off basically with the best of 2025 and then what we're going to leave in 2025. So I think we should start with the best things of 2025. And I got to start with the most recent thing, Marty Supreme. Great movie.
Oh, fantastic.
I think if you lack media literacy, you won't like it. I think if you're the type of person who watches fiction and gets angry at the character for doing, you know, bad people things, or you know, it's like you show my mom Breaking Bad. Dad loves it. You know, show my mom. She's like, what a horrible person. Like,
Mhm.
and it's like,
We love that though.
yeah, you just, you know, it's like
fun
I
to
said, you
laugh
lack.
at.
The reason it's fun and why it's interesting is because it is fiction. Like in the real world, yes, there's real world consequences to the things people do. I would think that's probably obvious to
Right.
anyone who's watching
mean,
a fictional show.
Even in the shows, to be fair, they have consequences.
Yeah, I'm
quite
just
often.
because they're realistic. But what I'm saying is, we can like a character like a Tony Soprano, like Don Draper, like Walter White, you know, and it's not doesn't make us bad people for liking them through all their faults. It's honestly just shows the complexity of these characters. And I think sometimes people are so black and white, they can't see through like what they, you know what I mean? They
Absolutely.
view things so black and white, they can't see like the nuance and complexity to certain characters.
It kind of boggles my mind somehow because, like, I feel like growing up as a kid, we read a lot of stories like that were like, you know, good versus evil, you know, like even like Star Wars and Narnia and like just shit like that.
Well, like you
a
get
lot
to
of
high
that
school
shit.
and you have shit like Hamlet or, you know, sorry. You have shit where you start to get these complex characters who have faults. You know what I mean? Like they, you know, I'm trying to think of like the earliest introduction of a like what Catcher in the Rye. Like that's probably like one of the first books, or like
Was it Huckleberry and
Huckleberry Finn,
kind of like?
yeah.
Didn't bro just like kill a pig and then kind of just like kept going and like wasn't it kind of?
Oh, I think people. It depends on how you look at it. A book like that, I feel like now is criticized for things that weren't even a thing when it came out, like the racism, the fucking, you know, whatever. My point is, Marty Supreme, great movie.
We're bringing that into 26.
That was probably one of the better movies of 25.
Nah, what really did it though was the marketing. The marketing he did, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was all underground marketing too. We probably spent like less than like $100,000 on all the marketing.
He hopped
did.
on the wave of underground rapper SD
Oh no,
Kid.
he was on. He put Marty Supreme on the Las Vegas Globe.
Yeah,
so
on like
the
the
whole
360.
thing. Yeah, it was like the whole
ping pong ball.
It was a ping pong ball.
So the marketing was great. I think Timothée Chalamet is a good actor. One of the better young ones. One of the few, like, you know, we don't have a lot of DiCaprios and like Daniel Day-Lewis.
I think that we could safely say we have a good feeling this one's going to stick around for a while and be great.
Yeah, like we don't have a lot of these. Like there was a plentiful amount of very talented actors.
Everybody was driven to be kind of like that.
Yeah, you know, like
to be like a William Dafoe think of DiCaprio.
Think of DiCaprio. How long it took him to get an Oscar? It wasn't so much because he wasn't great. It was because there was so much. You know, he was a small fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
So you know, we have a guy like Timothy Chalamet. I think Gwyneth Paltrow did a good job. I think Kevin O'Leary, the Shark Tank,
He just
I
started
think
playing himself at some point.
he
To be
was
fair.
he was really good.
I really thought he was just gonna be like, no deal.
Yeah, well,
No
like I
deal.
said, he was very good. I thought Odessa Azion was very good. Um, I thought the heavier dude who with the glasses who looked like Peter Griffin. I forgot.
Yeah, and
Apparently
the
he's not an
director-
actual actor. He's just a guy. Like he was like just a dude or something, like a
Yeah.
sports fan, and then like he got in the movie. He was good. Like the whole movie was pretty. Like it was refreshing to see something like that get made.
Did you know that the guys that made this movie,
The Safdie brothers, yeah, they made Uncut
Good
Gems.
Times also. Remember Good Times?
Yeah, with I know it's his Safdie's brother
Yeah, he
plays the
plays,
brother
like,
in that
A
movie.
retard or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a good ass movie, but I feel like they separated the brothers. They separated for this movie, and the one brother made that rock movie that he's a boxer in. I forget what it's called, to be fair. And then this brother made Marty Supreme,
Yeah,
and you can clearly tell where the talent is because one really popped off and one did not do shit.
well,
I'm sure the one
Hey.
I'm sure the rock movie was like decent. It looked like a good
It's like-
A24 film.
it's like James Gunn and his little like concave chested little cuck brother who's
Yeah.
deformed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. But like I just am really happy to see a movie like that get made. That was a great movie. One of the few great ones of the year. Like
Yeah.
I thought were worth going to the theater and watching. Really sad it wasn't in like an XD theater, which if you don't know what that is, it's essentially just an enhanced theater.
IMAX.
IMAX is one. Yeah, so I think it's E-Box somewhere at some other ones or
Yeah.
whatever. It's called like E-Box. It's just the enhanced movie theater. They usually play like the Marvel shit in it,
Yeah.
like the top movies.
Right.
Great movie. Music wise, I would say really late into the year, SD Kid popped
100%,
off. I know,
100%,
and I'm not like a huge UK rapper guy. I Central C's pretty decent, but
And Uzi's been making a comeback. It's been
I
nice.
seen that. But like
he's got a
I'll
couple
say
good songs
this:
out.
SD Kid made. He's one of the few UK rappers, and you can disagree and say like he doesn't sound any different. I think he has his own sound. Like he
No,
has,
I totally agree.
he has this blend of sounds from like what we have here and what they do over there, the UK drill, and then like what we have here. He has like a really nice blend of sound. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get too Anthony Fantano on you or anything, but like
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the most part, Skepta, Central C, like you said, what's Sheck West, like all
Yeah.
these, they got like the same sound. Like they really
Yeah.
do sound the same. And like you have the one dude on Vlad, I forgot his name, but he makes fun of it. He's like hoppity hoppity dop, a doppity doppity dop, and hoppity hoppity hop. That's literally how like
yeah, I know that clip, yeah.
well, exactly. So like that's he doesn't sound like that. Unfortunately, we still didn't get Bully. It took we were supposed to get it this
3 delays.
We
3 delays. Now it's supposed to come out January 30th from this day. So, do what you want with that info.
yeah, I don't know if it's coming. I just know
don't think
it's
it's coming
one of the
either.
biggest music disappointments for me personally was that.
Well, he dropped a few songs, and the other songs that he dropped were all AI except for that one damn. And then, so like I don't like the one where he sings in Spanish or raps in Spanish. Motherfucker is gonna be stressing when he's in the booth trying to read that Spanish, bro.
Yeah, very disappointed with that. Who else released music this year that was disappointing? Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow didn't release music this year, but
I thought he did this year.
DaBaby did.
DaBaby
21
did.
Savage did. Fuck, can't remember. I'm surprised ASAP Rocky didn't drop his shit this year. I thought it was coming this year for sure, but I don't know. I've just been on Cardi all year, to be fair.
Yeah,
I've been on
we had-
Cardi, Ken
we
Carson,
had,
Destroy Lonely. I mean, you had your first fucking concert. I mean, that was fucking.
yeah, I went to Playboy Cardi concert.
Why don't you explain to the camera how that went? Because I feel like you had a good time up until right at the end there.
Well, so this was partially my fault, but they structured the concert, and I would guess this is how they all are. They save the best for last.
They do.
It incentivizes you to stay there longer, probably.
Yes.
So I left with about an hour left, probably.
Like a 45-ish.
45 minutes, and they had played like Timeless. Keep in mind, this is like a
Cardi had just come on when you guys when your girlfriend had started nudging you and stuff. And she
Yeah,
was like,
yeah. But I was gonna say that the concert was Playboy Cardi, Ken Carson,
destroying
Destroy Lonely.
Yeah.
So it was
And then the Homicide Gang was that first guys that I missed them completely.
yeah, there were some openers that we just didn't even
Yeah,
didn't even know.
I guess Homicide Gang and Apollo Red were there too.
Yeah,
But I didn't see
but
them.
basically it's just Cardi and his little underlings playing the concert. So they played like
Opium.
Timeless, which was cool, but there's no Weekend, so it would have been cooler with both. But
right.
there was so he
He
played
brought
Timeless.
he brought out Little Baby. That was dope as shit.
He did bring out
He brought out
Lil
Little Baby and 42 Dog
and
and
42
they did
Doug.
they did the fucking the bops. They did their bops. You know, they got their bops.
They got Lil Baby brought out and 42 Doug. That was a complete surprise. No one said that was
No.
not in the thing at all.
Well, he did this for other concerts, so I was expecting something to happen like this. But
Right.
like I was like, Lil Baby and 42 Doug is a pretty good.
We
come out.
thought
Dude,
the Weekend would come out with
he
him.
brought Kai Cenat out at New York, and I was like, that has to suck. Like he's gonna come out. I'm Kai Cenat. I
Yeah.
can't sing or rap or do anything,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go back now.
I'm just like I'm like a Smash Bros character.
Literally,
idling
bro,
in
it's
place.
just- I'm
Like,
gonna do my animation.
I'm gonna do my little pre-fight animation.
Fucking
but
A,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
that sucks. But
Good concert, but I left early. I had my girlfriend with me. It was getting late. I'd figure there was probably not that much left, so I leave. And over the next 45 minutes, they play about every banger Cardi's ever made, and it was awesome.
He played Location.
Long time.
He played Long Time.
Yeah,
he played
dude.
42 songs.
So like,
He was in the crowd coming. He was giving love to the crowd, bro. That last 45 minutes was probably some of the best.
so yeah.
So
My
I
first
feel bad
concert,
as
I
fuck.
missed essentially everything
I blame your girl.
that I probably wanted to see. You know, going to your first concert at 24, I feel like you should go to it younger, maybe.
Yeah,
when
I
you
feel
don't when
like,
you don't have like obligations other than getting back home and going to sleep. Like, you know what I mean?
In all fairness, I think like the amount of like the stadium we were in, first off, I think we were getting in like an echo chamber low key to where like the sound was bouncing off all the walls.
So if you guys want to know where we were in Detroit at Little Caesars Arena, which is where the Red Wings play. So it's a hockey
it's a hockey stadium.
it's a
very,
hockey stadium.
Very vertical stadium.
yeah.
And we were in kind of like top mid row, and it was in this like weird hallway section where it was kind of like a cutout of the whole stadium.
We were
right?
so high up, there weren't normal chairs. They were quite literally folding chairs just
Yes.
on the top
Yes,
row.
yes. And I think the
And-
sound was bouncing off the walls, and all the lights were just pointing right in our faces. We couldn't see the fucking screens.
we were too high up.
We had some chud fucking seats.
Like the stage where they put it was so far back. Imagine where I'm sitting now. If you're listening to this on audio, just imagine you're sitting facing forward at the very top of a hockey stadium, looking down and far back. So basically, your
It
line
was
of sight's
shoved
cut
in
off.
there.
It's like
Yeah.
shoved so far back
you could
couldn't
barely
see
see
'em.
them actually. It was
So
crazy.
they had to come
And-
forward later in the show, and they did. They came
They
more
brought
forward.
that was the whole thing.
They brought the
they
stage more
brought the
forward.
trucks. The trucks came out of the bottom of the stadium, which was very cool. And then Cardi was all over the trucks, and his gangs were all over the. That part was very cool. And that's why his stage was so pushed back. But I just, our seats were shit. Our seats were ass.
Yeah, you
And the lights were like when they were going up and down and shit. They would stay up and just be like right in your
beaming
fucking
in your
eyes, bro.
face.
Like,
Yeah.
and I can't blame anybody if they got sick of that. To be fair, and I know your girlfriend probably got sick of it.
I will say this was scary. I don't care if weed is legal in Michigan recreationally. We started smoking weed in the arena, and we were not alone. And I don't know if this is exclusive to just, I doubt it is. I bet everyone does this, but
everybody does.
it was
dude.
crazy to see people sparking up and smoking inside because it's just so big and there's so many people, and those security, like they don't give a
They're
fuck.
chuds.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah,
chuds.
like so my whole
I
thing.
think we got one warning the whole time when we were smoking, and then I put it out, and then literally they walked away and I sparked it
Yeah,
right back up.
but
it's cool.
it was cool experience.
I only know that I could do that because previous to this, I went to a Lil Wayne concert with Sada Baby opening. And I mean, if you thought Ken Carson was bad, bro, just ad-libbing the whole time, Sada Baby was screaming into the bro.
Ooh, yeah.
I was so disappointed with
dude.
Ken Carson just ad-libbing the whole time because he actually has some good ass songs.
Scuba Steve. Ooh, yeah.
Dude,
It's
I'm
like
saying, bro,
literally- yeah.
Sada Baby was worse than that, bro. He wasn't even ad-libbing. He was screaming his songs into the mic. And it sounded so distorted and so fucked up. It was just the worst like thing I've experienced.
So this brings me to my next topic: what we're leaving in 2025. We're leaving Detroit rappers in 2025.
Yes,
They need to
absolutely.
stop.
They
They
do.
it all needs to stop.
The vibe is over. The vibe got killed. Nobody's trapping anymore. Nobody
the
wants
vibe
to
was
pour up.
killed when BFP, the Pac-Man, and Sada Baby released Free Joe Exotic. After that, I was done. I was tapped out.
Yeah,
No more. I
100%
don't
time.
like it. It's enough.
That was
And
back in like
probably,
19.
That was literally
20.
like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That was prime COVID time. So
I don't know. We're only bringing this up
Mhm.
because a friend of ours that is close is just consistently listening to fucking Detroit rappers, and they just all suck. And
at this point,
it's ratchet. It's
at this
ratchet.
point, throw Eminem in there too.
yeah, 100%.
At this point,
no,
like-
I agree. We're leaving Eminem 2026.
we're leaving Detroit rappers.
all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Baby
I don't care.
Tron, Sada Baby,
Yes.
Rio the Youngin.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck it. That's why I said Eminem. Fuck it. Him
Yes.
too. We're leaving all.
Honestly, because I can't. It's hard to listen to Eminem. It's hard. To.
It's hard, dude. It's just getting hard. Those repetitive Detroit style beats, man. I can't stand hearing them. There's like two things in them. There's there's literally
They got the
two rhythms. Like
Yeah.
it's so repetitive, and they could say anything on them.
It
And
doesn't even have to rhyme.
doesn't
half
have
the
to
time.
rhyme.
It sucks, but regardless, leaving that.
We're leaving that in
2026.
2020. We're leaving.
We're
We're,
also
we're leaving
leaving-
it in 2025.
Or we're leaving that in 2020.
Yes.
So we're also. This is gonna sound basic. We need to get rid of 6-7 immediately.
Huh?
We need to get rid of 6-7 immediately. That needs to stop.
6-7 was probably. I would say 6-7 got left in the what November.
I hope so.
Yeah.
God, I hope so.
I think 6-7 got left in November.
It feels like it for the most part. Yeah. I just want to make sure. I don't want to put the double tap.
Yeah.
Make sure that.
and we're gonna
motherfucker's
go
there.
into we're gonna do a little what would you call it? We're gonna do a little speed runoff right here. Costco guys, they're done. They're done. Hawk Tua, it's done. It's all done. Jake Paul, done. What else? What can you rattle off really quick? We're leaving. What comes to mind? There's got to be a lot.
Ooh. Single player games that are mostly cutscenes. Sick of that. Done with that.
Dude,
Sorry.
Death Stranding 2?
That's done,
Death
bro.
Stranding 2, dude?
Dude, I'm talking Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, fucking
But dude,
dude.
Monster Energy. And you can piss.
I'm not even gonna front. That's fun.
No. Okay.
That's fun.
So-
Pissing in game's fun.
So
Because
I'll
if you piss against the wind, it actually like comes.
yeah. Piss physics, you see. NVIDIA piss physics. But regardless, another thing we're leaving. I don't care. Stranger Things needs to be not only left in 2025, but all the actors need to be barred from acting again. all of them.
maybe not Millie,
No, especially her.
especially her.
Especially her. Especially her.
Okay, fair enough.
Everyone needs to go. Winona Ryder, retire.
They
The
need
fat
to just
dude
become.
that plays Hopper.
They just
he
need to
needs to
become
lose weight again.
commercial actors. That's all they need to do. They can make so much money being commercial actors.
There is literally nothing they bring to the table in terms of act. Like they are. I
didn't
explain
watch
this concept to
Did
you.
you see the last season?
I want to explain this concept to our listeners. When you are a kid actor, they write the writing becomes almost more involved in how you like in your scene to scene. Like the writing, think of it like this: they're the coach, they're calling the plays. You're the player.
Yeah.
When you get to higher levels of sports, it's more on the player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the best. You're going up against other good actors.
We've talked.
This
about
is what happens when you get in a room full of good actors and you're just okay. You stand out really
Right.
bad. It's like
Right.
when they throw in a musician in like a movie and he's like not even bad. Like he really isn't that bad, but it's just stark. It's a stark comparison to who he's around. These kids.
These
kids have-
just side note because like Ed Sheeran was in Game of Thrones and I thought
all he
that
did was sing. All he did was sing.
That is all he needed to
in
do.
one scene. It's a cameo doesn't count. I'm talking about a full-fledged, fleshed
Oh,
out
okay.
role in a
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. What
The-
about Lady Gaga? She's pretty good.
She's
decent.
C+ actor, my opinion. Like
Yeah.
that Gucci movie.
I didn't see it. Did you?
where she's like a main character, like a lead role.
I watched I'm a Star or you know what I'm talking about? Star is Born or something like
I've
that.
really only seen her in two things, like
Yeah.
at that long. So
Oh, wasn't she the Joker?
Joke. She
Or
was the
in
Joker too. She was in Joker 2, and she was
wasn't
in
all-
she was in American Horror Story.
She was kind of cringe in Joker too.
and she was in American Horror Story, and I watched her in that,
yeah,
and her
she
in
was
this,
kinda
and there's a
cringe.
long
She was
time
kinda
between the two, so I give her
cringe.
credence that she could have practiced and gotten better from American Horror Story to Joker. It was no better. She's not horrific.
Both of those were cringe.
It's
I
not
can't lie,
like
but
okay, we're not talking like
we're getting a little off.
we're not
subject.
talking Elvis bad.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what
no.
I'm saying. My whole point is these kids have grown up, and the more kind of acting that's put on their plate versus just certain kinds of writing that kind of protect them in a way.
Yeah,
You know, with how they're written and how the exposure they have and the dialogue they're asked to make and
Right.
do. The older they get, I don't know if it's the writing just getting worse, but they are so bad. They are hilariously bad. The Stranger Things season 1, I bet it. So I've been looking at these. I don't know if it's IMDb scores or Tomato Meter scores or what the metric from what source it comes from, but I've been
Mhm.
seeing a lot of these graphs of. So on the left you have seasons. It's on the y-axis seasons, x-axis. Or no, sorry, excuse me. X-axis are the seasons of a show. The vertical Y are the episodes.
yeah,
And you have it's a graph. So you can put the rating for season 1, episode 8, and it's a graph. Shows you how all the seasons and episodes line up against each other. I bet Stranger Things looks like a fucking rainbow popsicle with green all at the start, and then it gets orange, red, yellow
Yeah.
as it goes down. Like it's
100%.
literally, it has to be
I heard that last season finale was pretty
these Stranger Kids things. So awful,
yeah,
awful, terrible even.
terrible even.
And I think
They're the
like
worst.
I told you with CW shows, they're like my guilty pleasure. I like The Flash, and it's kitschy, campy,
Yeah,
but it's kind of woven into that show's identity. Like they leaned into that.
a tad bit.
Stranger Things is like we know we did really good season 1, but somehow we've lost our
We've
mojo.
lost the plot.
But we're gonna really try hard to be like that, and then it's just awful. It's awful. I mean,
season. You said you said season 4 was even held up by like the Vecna.
so they had the guy who plays Vecna. He himself alone, along with like flashback scenes, that held up that whole season like tape and glue, bro. That was literally the
Okay.
only interesting thing.
I just haven't seen any of it. To be fair, I haven't even seen season 1. To be fair,
It's nothing. It was interesting season 1. Like I said,
everybody was talking. Okay, this is okay.
here's
I
why.
wanna sound
Here's
like a
why.
fucking
You know why season
douchebag.
1 hit too? So what is this? 2017,
Has to be.
2018 when that first season came, 2016, 2017 when that first season
2017.
came out. So this was a time back in 2017, 2018, 2019 when like 80s media fashion started kind of making a comeback.
Dude, yeah, it was everywhere. It was like the music in every trailer
Yeah,
was an 80s
so
song, 80s rock.
you know, you got like Thor Ragnarok, 80s.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, 80s.
80s.
You know, you get
The whole
these-
soundtrack was
the whole.
actually
You're
80s.
getting a lot of this media that the people who watch those shows consume is
Felt like
80s
I-
related.
I felt like I was living in James
So you
Gunn
got people
fucking
like my
dream.
dad who was interested in it because season 1 was written well enough with enough adult dialogue, and it was serious enough to where it was interesting to adults too. And the 80s shit, it was really cool to see like the fashion, the different like things, you know, it nostalgic, you know.
Nostalgic for a time you never were.
So yeah, like there was a lot of things working in their favor for that first season, other than just the writing being a lot better than what it went on to be. But what I'm saying is like those actors got older, and it just was awful. And I don't think any of them should make a movie after. I think they should all just
Nah,
kind of
yeah.
milk the Stranger
I
Things
agree.
forever. I don't know. My little rant. We're leaving Stranger Things in 2025.
yeah,
Oh,
we were
no.
happy about that one.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some more things we're gonna leave.
Nah, we just
I wasn't gonna get political and say we're leaving woke in 2025.
you know, fuck the bullshit. We're leaving Trump in MAGA in 2025. I'm sorry, we have to.
He says this while we have 3 more years of bro. So
Hey, I'm genuine about that though. I'm serious. Like everything with the Epstein files that came out, and like I'm not saying it's like all believable, but like Jesus Christ, bro,
Hold on.
you getting a call?
I just got a call. Trump said we're leaving the Epstein files in 2025.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, my bad. I'll go back on that
My
one.
lips are sealed.
Yep, we're okay.
But I will say,
You mean the Epstein? What? Oh shit. my
oh
bad.
yeah, the Jeffy files. But
Oh,
we're gonna,
Jeffy?
yeah, dude.
Jeffy.
So my whole thing is though, genuinely, I want to leave.
Do you think we can market Epstein now that
I
he's
w-
dead? Like Charlotte Kirk is getting marketed.
So okay. Here's the other thing. That was literally my next point. We should leave. I don't know if
Kirkifying.
I don't know if we should leave the Kirkifying in 2025.
I think we should.
I think we should.
I think we should. I think it's best.
Although
It is
for
funny.
about a week, I was obsessed with the "We Are Charlie
Yeah, I know.
Kirk."
But you
yeah,
do
dude.
you get obsessive with like small
With
little
brain rot.
things,
Yeah,
brain rot
dude. Yeah.
things.
Like Diddy Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
I
just don't say the other one so I don't have to beep anything out. That'd
yeah,
be
yeah,
cool.
yeah. He's referring to EFN versus ERN.
Yeah, and we're just
And
gonna leave it at that. And
so, yeah.
continued.
So,
our Chud lives.
so I think we really should leave. So here's the thing. It was funny growing up how, something bad would happen, right? And someone like me, even as like a 12-year-old, would say some outlandish shit, and it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Everyone has now been desensitized to the point of everything is a joke. And as a guy who felt like that from the start, I'm feeling a little treaded on. You know what I mean?
No, I get that though.
No. Everyone used to be fucking uppity and
If you were
I was looked at as
sarcastic-
I was looked at like a cynic, and now
Yeah.
everyone's like that. And it's like, whoa.
No, trust me, brother. That's been my.
They're like just now waking up to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I like it. I think we need just hopelessly, or not hopeless. I think we need just people who are optimistic all the time
yeah.
and who do poo poo on. I think we need a balance. And right now, the balance of cynics versus just optimism.
Oh, it's gone. It's like the scale is
so
unweighed.
tipped, and I don't know, man. I feel like my identity is being kind of
That because
treaded on, dude.
I mean, I get it because I was a very sarcastic, jokey kid. Like I would actually, like at some point, I thought it was funny that I would act like that I had like a speech impediment or something. So I'd start talking with a speech impediment because I thought it was funny as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And then my mom called me out because she was kind of uppity and tight at that moment in her life.
Well, it's
and
like
she
this
called me out.
word.
She was like, "Don't do that. You sound just retarded. Why would you?"
It's
even
like
do
the
that?"
word retard. So when we were younger,
Well, okay. Let's actually.
it's come full circle.
It's come full circle.
It's come full circle.
1000%.
But 2x. Like when I was
Everybody's
really young.
saying it,
When I was
and
really
everybody's
young.
doing it. So why can't we?
When I was like really
Why
young.
can't we try
like,
it?
Remember grade school? You weren't supposed to say it. It was bad. Really, it was a bad word.
Right.
Then about middle school, high school, that shit's retarded as fuck, dude. You would say it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it became more or less because we got older and started gaming and got online gaming became like.
That's just all cuss words and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just simply saying there was a point where everyone was saying it. Like you would even see it. So like I remember like Degrassi and Skins and like all those old. Like I would hear him say it on there, like on Teen Nick, retard. I would hear retard.
Yeah.
I would literally hear him say it. So my thing is, from that point,
They did so
put
much
to like COVID.
overcorrection from that point. Pretty much, they
Yeah.
overcorrected so far.
They said it was
that
a
we have-
slur. They called it a slur.
Yeah, they went
Not-
so far to
not
call it a
just
slur.
a bad
They
word.
put it in the same like light as the N word.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
So, my whole point is, now we're back to a point where we can say it. No one really gives a fuck.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are happening that way right now.
What are you doing, puppy? Get up here.
The dog can't decide if he wants to sit over here or over there. Anyway, my point is, like you said, a lot of overcorrection. I think we need to go into.
I think this just happens with almost everything. That overcorrection just becomes
Yeah.
just full
That
circle.
is everything.
It's,
I'm
or
just
it's,
saying.
it's a snake eating its own tail at this point. It's really just that.
At this point, though, I want people to be optimistic again in 25 because it makes
26.
26. Sorry, it makes people like me feel like, oh fuck, I'm supposed to be the guy that's like poo poo and everything.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
everyone's just poo pooed. What am I gonna poo poo now?
Yeah, that's been the difficult thing is that I've had to look at life a little bit different here. I mean, like I said, I've always thought that just making myself laugh was kind of my goal in life. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that is kind of like
I
the
think making a
most
joke.
pure form of happiness for me.
I think of it like the Joker,
No.
not as
it's
like
not
cringe. I simply mean.
Yeah, it sounded cringe.
I simply mean.
You want to put the trench coat on?
No, dude. I simply think crazy shit happening. All you can do is laugh. It's like, oh,
Absolutely.
fuck.
No, that's
You know what I
that's
mean?
Fair. That's fair as fuck.
Like
And I think,
and no matter how bad things get, like things can be, you could be hitting rock bottom, and I could look out the window, see you guys slip, fucking face plant in the snow. I'm still gonna laugh. I'm still gonna be like,
Right.
ha. You know, it's like Smiling Friends when the original guy with a gun to his head, he shot the little fucking pest, and he was like, that felt good. That's
Yeah.
literally like that. Yeah, dude. Like that's exactly how I feel. Is like, you know, I could still make myself laugh. I could still laugh. I think things are still funny. I just think it's a dangerous mindset for everybody to have, as like hypocritical as that sounds. Like I told you, we need a balance. I'm not a super overly, you know, it's like yin yang. It's like fanboy and chum chum. You know, it's like it's
that's a rare pull. But
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But like it's a balance, dude.
I don't know, dude. I was just thinking like we also kind of need to leave like fandoms behind in 25, bro. Like it's gotten a little out of control.
Let's leave
like it's gotten to the
parasocial
point,
relationships in 2025.
not even parasocial relationships, because I feel like that's kind of been like on the downfall since Kai Cenat has kind of been on the downfall. You know what I'm saying? To be fair,
No.
but I'm just more or less saying like Smiling Friends only has 3 seasons. It was a very underground show when it came out, and you and me watched the first season and loved it.
We watched the first ep when it dropped.
Yes,
We watched the
did.
first
We
ep.
were tapped in because I was tapped in because I knew the fucking artists were.
We actually know
YouTubers.
Zach himself.
We actually know Z.
We're not much younger than him, and we found him through the grapevine years ago.
Yes.
Totally serious, by the way. So it's really frustrating to see normies get into the show.
No, that was
And then,
exactly what I was getting to. The
You
point.
see this? You wanna hold that weed for a second, in your hand, bud? Why don't you show them what's on that tray?
Oh yeah, we
Why
got
don't you-
our
why
we
don't
got
you-
our Rick and Morty tray here because that's how bad
And
the
guess what
fandom's
that's gonna
gotten.
be? Guess what that's gonna be in
In
a year here?
about 2 seasons of 2 more seasons of Smiling Friends, we'll have a Smiling Friends
Smoke
tray.
shops will switch from Rick and Morty.
Because they already have actually. Notice this. They actually, if you go to Hot Topic right now, you could just get yourself a full outfit of Smiling Friends. You can get
Mm.
yourself a Smiling Friends backpack that's like the whole yellow dude, it's so gay. It's so fucking gay, dude. Like, and I don't even mean that in the homophobic way, bro. I just mean that straight up like it's just lame, bro. It's just stupid, bro. It like gay never meant homophobic for me. It just always meant like stupid, lame, and just like just dumb. Like it's just stupid, bro. Why would you go that far and do this much for this show, bro? I get it, it's getting popular, and I get more people are getting into it. And God, the subreddit is just fucking horrendous to be in because there's so much like sexual drawings of fucking like the
Reddit
characters, bro.
was on thin ice to be left in 2025.
No fucking
Reddit,
thing.
if not for the other niche like PC gaming and Arc Raiders and all the cool like little
The
niche
small
communities.
things.
Yeah, my small niche. Reddit's too big to put. Reddit's too big.
Reddit
to-
feels
to-
like
to-
secondary Twitter almost at this point to me.
Yeah, Reddit's too big of a platform to be pigeonholed by all the bad subs, and you should have.
Dude,
it's not enough bad subs. To
I
be,
hate to tell you this, but I joined the Yeet sub because I was just curious and they kept popping up. So I pressed join, right? Bad motherfucking mistake, bro. I got gay porn on my shit for like 2 to 3 days straight because
like fan art.
No, they were just posting gay porn on the Yeet sub. And they got banned, obviously, but I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this sub, bro?
Yeah, so
It would be like a dude getting blown his back blown out, and it'd be like the title would be like 2018 Heat fans. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Fuck you guys.
This reminds me of another thing. I would say this: we're leaving Reddit fandoms Reddit fandoms and X fandoms in 2025. Something I stumbled across was something called Snark.
The fuck is that? Is that an
It's
app?
it's not like it's
We sound
more
like we're doing an ad.
it's a snark. It's added to the end. So like there's LA influencers snark. It is people who literally get together and gossip about the activities of celebrities. It's like if TMZ just did it for the love of the game and didn't even film what
They're
they
not
did.
even like getting content.
They're
out
not
of
getting
this.
money. They're not getting exposure. They're not getting. It's not even like a paparazzi per se. It's literally like, it's like if celebrities went to a high school, and all the little losers, like the celebrities are like the popular kids, and all the losers gossip about them. It's like that, but from their phone at home, and they're actually like taking time out of their day to do it, even though the celebrities don't know they exist.
Yeah. That is
Horrible.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, so we're leaving that in 2025. Let me see what's on my list real quick.
Yeah, go through your little checklist there, bud.
So
What else can we
I wanted to
Let's make-
address this before we went into so my next segment.
Can you segue?
My next
Can you
segment.
segue?
Yeah, it's right here, dude.
No, can you like do a smooth segue?
Yeah. So basically,
Let me see your segue.
let me do it, dude. Let me do it. God
Let me
damn.
cook, let me cook.
You're not letting me talk.
Let me cook.
So, like the state of the US, it's always changing. But for the most part, we're happy for the most part. And this is how I feel about the state of gaming. Enough
Snaps.
enough-
Good segue.
enough is there for me to be happy. But I worry because I played a game recently called Arc Raiders. Now,
You might have heard of the small game.
small little Gabe,
Pretty low key.
little underground, no one knows about it.
Can I start off with we can compare this to directly to Dune Awakening that came out earlier this year actually. And the third person aspect, the open world aspect, the PvP aspect. If Dune would have did what Arc Raiders did more and had like more PvP and a little bit more things to do other than just there's like plenty of missions.
Anyone
tasks.
watching who's played Dune Awakening, you're going to hear this and think nothing but facts.
Yeah, genuinely, like everybody that I see on the subreddit, like that still plays it, is basically just end gaming it all the time. No, everybody's finished the game, bro. It's a finished game. Like it's a fucking single player game with multiplayer
So,
aspect.
Dune Awakening came out, I would say
Middle
like
of 25.
6 months
Middle of 25.
ago, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Summer?
It came out middle of 25. Biggest issue with it I have is they have a designated PvP zones and then they have a end game PvP zone. And the end game PvP zone is hard as fuck to get to unless you finish the game completely, pretty much. And the PvP designated zones, you just don't get PvP. And this is the issue: is they've crafted such a well-designed melee system and fun little like power system you can use against people, and you can't even use it, and you're just fighting bots the whole time. It is a single-player game with multiplayer aspects. Arc Raiders, on the other hand, my friend, this is a good game. This is they took Last of Us Online and made it better.
I said this first, but
You did.
I just want to
I'll give you
say,
credit. You did.
if
but-
you played Dune Awakening, then you played Arc Raiders, you'd come to the conclusion that this could have been Dune Awakening. They could have done the progression, if not identically, at least extremely similar, and it would have paired perfectly.
Yes, and a lot of people from Dune have moved over to Arc Raiders, and a lot of people from Helldivers have moved over to Arc Raiders. Helldivers kind of fell off because they stopped adding stuff.
Helldivers, so here's the thing.
They,
I
they
got
add new things, but they don't do enough is the issue. Like the things they do are good, but the things they need to do are not there.
Limited, but you know what you get and you enjoy it.
Yes.
That's Helldivers. Very nice wind down game to play with your friends if you just finished like a very intense game of something
You just
else.
got off like CS Premiere or something, and you want to
Exactly.
fucking calm down. You play a little Helldivers.
So it was disappointing just to see
Now,
the
if you
Dune
want to
game.
ruin, now if you want to ruin your day, play Arc Raiders.
Well, that's just my point. The state of video games. So we in 2025, I want to say going into 25, Helldivers 2 was definitely a game, right?
It was a good.
That
Well,
that,
what-
that when did that, come out?
came out 24 actually.
24. I'm saying going into 25, like
It
let's
was
say, like
it came out late 24. It came in strong
going
25.
into 25.
It came in
we
really
had
strong.
Helldivers 2. People probably already stopped playing the finals, I would say.
Absolutely.
Like,
I
that
mean, I
game
think there's a
died.
very niche portion of people that do play that, but go ahead.
Yeah,
rip
so
it off.
but largely we were still playing like Warzone, Fortnite, like a lot of these games were still getting, I would say 25.
You and I do not personally play either of these games.
No, I'm saying like
you and I play fucking
So
CS.
listen.
We had a CS moment.
go on Twitch, go to the top 10 games being played. It's largely the same top 10 games that have been,
Oh,
been
absolutely,
being
absolutely.
played. That's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
I think Call of Duty has definitely fallen the fucking ranks for sure.
Of course, but my whole
Other
point
than
is
that,
this.
though, you're right.
In 25, we had things like Schedule 1, which were cool. We had a lot of these indie games. Like what was the Chain Together? Another one.
That was old. That's 24.
24. I'm just saying the games being played, it felt like in 25 weren't like these AAA, like literally, I'm not even joking. It felt like AAA died. Like that wasn't it literally
It did.
yeah,
because
so
it felt like the only AAA experiences we actually got this
Battlefield?
year. I was gonna get to that. The thing was we got Battlefield 6, we got Expedition 33, and we got Arc Raiders. Those are the only three things I can really think of that were like AAA experiences, like straight out. And I bought Expedition 33, played it for an hour, and refunded that motherfucker because the amount of cutscenes I had in the beginning of the game turned me off so hard to that game that I just didn't even want to play it. Also, I don't know what the fuck was going on. My computer is not a bad computer, but that shit looked like shit. It looked ass and butt.
he's got a 3080.
I got a 3080 with an OLED monitor,
it's
brother.
nothing light. That's I mean
It's
3080
it's nothing to chuckle at.
exactly. So
And I got an OLED monitor, and it looked like shit.
Yeah. So I would just say in 25, we kind of felt the death of AAA titles.
Very much so.
Call of Duty. I mean, Battlefield 6 was a good game. I don't know how the player count is. I could be just talking out of my ass. It does feel like
You
there
and
was
I
more
only
momentum.
played the beta, to be fair.
There was almost more momentum.
There was
I think,
almo- it
I think
felt
we were
like
so
the-
starved for a good AAA title that Battlefield 6 was just passing the litmus test enough that we were playing it. There was almost that much. There was more buzz in the beta.
Realistically, Battlefield 6 brings nothing new to the table. Nothing new to the table. They actually regressed and went back to Battlefield 4 and 3 tactics where it's just all based on the ground. There's no fucking goofy fucking abilities for your character, really. I mean, they got like certain like, you know, you got your locked like assault has like a shield and like the fucking sniper has like the sensors and shit. But that was Battlefield 4 and 3. They regressed completely. You know what Call of Duty did? They kept going with the bullshit. They said, hey, we got Ninja Turtles and Beavis Butthead and Nicki Minaj in this motherfucker. Let's ramp it up
They
a
leaned
notch.
into it the
Let's
same
make
way.
it so our fucking campaign even sucks.
They leaned into it the same way Epic Games leaned into that with Fortnite. And
Yeah, but the thing, there's two different routes with that. Epic Games leaned into it, and it fucking worked. They allowed fucking creator creation. They allowed fucking a lot of the creator creation has more popularity than the actual fucking battle royale itself now.
Do you want to know why these things happen? And this is just a larger like sidebar to my point of why we were so starved for a good AAA title.
I mean, so starved to the point where we were juicing over fucking
Battlefield 6 beta.
the beta.
Yeah, just the beta. The beta. That's what I'm saying. We're creaming at the tip, dude, just the beta. And this is my thing. And this is believe it or not, this is true for any franchise of anything. When you stray further away from your identity of what made you great, you lose the whole plot and you lose what made you so great. Call of Duty, me and you were just talking about it. What do you think about that name? You know what I think of? The Black Ops 1 menu music, the multiplayer music. you get a visceral reaction when you hear it.
I have
The
good
zombies piano, you feel a little
Yes.
anxiety when you hear that because you know it's about to go down.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
The
Right.
the
You're
amount
about
of
to
dedication.
you're about to run that shit to level 50.
The
but
campaign of you can think of being in that chair trying to get out of the clasp in Black Ops 1. You think of the
yeah,
fucking
you figure out that was the coolest thing ever. To be fucking fair, you were in the fucking you were sitting there. You were like, okay, it's just the menu, right? And then you find out like
you press the triggers.
You start slamming the triggers, and you're like, oh, you could stand up. What the fuck, bro? It was a what the fuck moment in a menu.
But I'm just
in
saying,
a menu, bro.
I'm just saying, Call of Duty. You think of the music. You think of that.
I'm sorry,
you think
bro.
of that
We just-
hyper realistic.
I don't think they can recapture any
Well,
of
just
this.
listen. It's you think of that music. You think of the scores, how well they were done. You think of how great the acting and the voice work and the campaign and how much of an impact Woods left on you. You know, you think of Ghost,
Woods, Ghost,
Mason,
Captain.
Ghost, Captain Price.
Yes.
You think of Shepard betrays you. You feel really betrayed when
You
he
cried
fucking
when
shoot-
Soap died.
You know what I mean? So you think of all these things, and you think, wow, that's really what I think of with Call of Duty. And you can say like, yeah, I remember the multiplayer and grinding and getting all this shit, but you remember
Even getting like tied up from the fucking was it Japanese people that were in World at War?
you think of World at War, you think of this.
Literally.
You think because you don't speak, you are strong.
yes,
That's what you think.
God, dude, I fucking
That's-
love that shit.
I'm just saying these things made that's what we liked it for. The gritty realism of war, how brutal and how scary and how bad and how like you're doing these things, horrible things, but for a greater cause. Like it really imprints on you that.
Yeah.
And now you
I
have
mean,
Nicki, now
especially
you have
at-
Beavis
especially at a young age.
Now you have Beavis chasing Nicki Minaj around in the multiplayer. You have gun reload like inspect animations where the gun does an Irish jig right in front of you or something. Like it's
yeah.
it's strayed so far away from what made it great. That's why we don't. And I know it's hard to keep. It's hard
well-
to keep people happy because you have the same concept. That's very you can't.
With
You can only go so
Our
far.
age group specifically, we grew up with this. We were impressionable at a very young age, and this impressioned us very heavily. It made us feel a type of way that a lot of other games didn't, because of the multiplayer, the thrill of that, or the thrill of trying to get your fucking diamond snipers.
Remember prestiging for the first time. You're
Right.
like, I had to do it all over again.
Right.
Yeah,
you figure
yeah.
you're like, damn, this is a challenge, and I want to I want to tackle this. I want to tackle this all the way. But I just don't think they can recapture it. I really don't think they can go back, because Battlefield did this. Battlefield went back and recaptured it with 6. You know what happened? Arc Raiders came out. Arc Raiders came out with a new idea of I say new idea lightly because it's like a mashup of 9 like ideas. You know what I'm saying?
This
So-
this is what the next. This is like my final chapter of 25. What I was going to talk about was Battlefield 6 had come out. Schedule 1 came out. You know, if you play CS, CS is popular. The skin market, everything. You know, whatever. By 2020, late 25, when Arc Raiders dropped, you'd finally seen a company didn't even have to use original ideas in the fact that the game just feels like a mashup of a lot of other games.
Yeah,
But
100%.
the execution is done really well.
It was done perfectly.
And this is what you see with the video game market with AAA not being able to recapture the greatness it once had. You see a company adapt and say, you know what? Well, I know what makes all these games great. So I'm going to just execute that really well.
Mhm.
I don't need anything that original. I know what makes these games fun. And I could just use those same concepts if I just execute it well enough. Make a not a buggy, glitchy, looks like shit.
I was just about to say that is a
doesn't
huge
play
part
well.
of it. That
Like,
is a huge
The
part of it.
gameplay isn't like a Star Citizen where it's completely fucked and clunky and totally takes you out of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're getting something just executed so well with not even original ideas. Everything in that game, you could damn near get a screenshot of another game's thing and it's identical.
Yeah.
Everything about it, literally everything about it is a mashup of other games
The
we played.
healing is straight out of Fortnite.
Well, we say like Helldivers. We know it makes it great. It's limited though with the PVE only, and then they're like, oh yeah, you get Helldivers or whatever. So you get that. You get what they took the parts of that game. Okay, what if we had Ark that constantly hunt you the same way the fucking Helldivers?
And what
things
do the Ark resemble? Bugs.
But yeah, exactly. And what do you have in Helldivers? Robots and bugs. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hey, bro.
we got something
What
here,
if we
bro.
made robot bugs? Yeah, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just
David Marvel here. So
You-
David Marvel here, and I'm here to make a video game for you
Yeah.
guys. Okay,
I'm stealing ideas from this
She's a
game,
corn.
and I'm stealing ideas from this
you're
game.
gonna take a little bit from this, or take a little bit of that, take a little bit of this.
Yeah, dude.
But you know what? The servers, they're beautiful. The perfect servers. The beautiful servers. These
There's
servers,
no
it could
lag.
make you fucking come.
There's
and
no
cream
lag.
it at the tip. No lag.
The crossplay.
Oh, amazing.
So
It's
fucking
so
it's
smoothless.
meshed so good.
And the fact that you can play solos, duos, and trios, and you don't run into fucking issues with that. So good. I think we've had maybe 2 not game breaking, but glitches at most. And that's impressive for a new video game. I mean, these guys made the finals, to be fair. And I think, yeah, they did a good job with the finals, sure. But I was not into the finals, to be fair. It wasn't my game. Wasn't my shit. Was Zeit's shit. Well, fair enough.
well, like I said, they
But-
knew what made other games great. And they said, you know what? We're just gonna do that in one game.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna make this is the other thing. This is true for everything in this day and age. Everything is time and cost efficiency. That's driving everything. So what we have are inferior products. So yeah, everything is made for time, cost, efficiency, right?
Yeah.
So we get a lot of these games that wouldn't pass the beta stage of development in terms of how they work 15, 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, 10.
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago. So ever since patching and hot fixes became a thing, what happens is it's not the devs.
Broken games.
it's not the devs being lazy. Maybe in some instances it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just incompetency on the devs' part. That's also just a factor of how well a business is run. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
so many variables, but the ultimate common denominator is a lot of these games get released. They're very buggy. They don't work correctly. Takes a long time for things to get smoothed out with hot fixes and patches, and people get angry, and initial reviews are bad, and it's a whole clusterfuck.
Yeah.
I look at Arc Raiders, and it's one of the first games in a while that I genuinely feel like I haven't had any detrimental game glitches or bugs at
Yeah.
all, like none. And I've played probably about 50 hours of the game, which may not be enough in some people's eyes. I think it is. Played about 50 hours of the game. There is essentially no game-breaking glitches. There may be some exploits that are just completely on, word of mouth, and
Yeah.
maybe nothing I've seen other than maybe one where you can hide in the air shaft fan on Stellamontis.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that's already patched apparently. So my thing
Yeah.
is this. It's such a clean, buttoned up product that I forgot that's like a thing.
Yeah.
I can load into it. I can buy a game, download it, and not experience some kind of, when I think of Star Citizen, I mean, that's not really fair because it's still in a pre-alpha development.
Okay, so
But
Daisy.
Daisy.
We've
So-
been fans. We still are fans. We will be fans. We have been through the ringer with that game.
Daisy.
And that game, I think, has taught us a lesson, if anything. That games, if they're more broken than DayZ, probably shouldn't be playing them. And that's where Star Citizen came in.
This
because
April, I will
Star
have
Citizen
owned.
was terrible.
I will have owned Daisy this April for 12 years.
Yeah, bro.
That's just standalone. There was Daisy before that, I know, but I'm talking about just Daisy standalone. I've owned the game for 12 years. I still play it. There is a night and day improvement in what it was and what it is now. It's not even
100%.
close.
I've
It's not even
seen the
close.
progress. I've seen the progress
And
personally.
be that as it may, it is still a game where you will encounter some type of game-breaking glitch or bug that gets you fucked up and angry.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that Arc Raiders, I have yet to encounter that really. I would say
There was that one instance.
there was an instance of me not being able to go up a slanted
like
it was kind of a
a
steep
2 foot tall.
it was like a
slanted
2
little-
foot tall steep kind of thing, and it was while I was downed. I don't know, I tried to roll into it, but whatever. I'm just saying, my whole point is I have forgot that what it's like to have a game be so buttoned up upon release that I can actually just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
There's no glitches or bugs or things happening immediately that are fucking up due to poor engineering of the gameplay mechanics or how the world was like, you know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
literally buttoned up, clean, nice. They, like I said, that's the adaptation I think you'll see now in games coming out. I think
especially with this year. We're gonna have GTA 6 come out, and
they keep delaying it, and hey, maybe we're angry. But what if it comes out and there's like barely any bugs, glitch, like if it just plays?
yeah, genuinely.
You know what I mean? Like what? Then it's even more bullshit.
I do have a question. Do you think they're gonna come out? Because when they came out with GTA 5, they launched the single player for like a week or a month. I can't remember before they launched the multiplayer.
Depends. Could.
Multiplayer has gotten so popular with that game that people still play it to this day.
I'm just
religiously.
saying, you see that level of patience, and because they know they know what will happen if the game comes out in whatever state it's in. They're not stupid.
Oh yeah.
There's just a lot of places.
Do you think it's gonna impress enough? Genuinely,
I don't know, but I just know Rockstar has no issues with patience getting their games out, and it seems to have paid off in their favor every single time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not gonna sit here and try to say like, do I think they're gonna impress, because that's all they've built that standard themselves. That they've done
yeah,
that.
1000%.
So
I think they actually
expect
made a
that.
standard for the
I
industry.
expect that from them.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, in terms of just the development timing, like I don't think I think people will completely forget about delays once it comes out if it's good.
Yeah.
It won't even. It just they'll play it and
Yeah.
it'll be cool. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad thing they're delaying it. I think it's annoying because we're just in a instant gratification society, and like that's the difference too. Is back then, like I know they were churning them out every year,
Right.
But with it's funny with the advancement and the more features in games and the graphics development, things take longer. Like actually, in some ways,
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You know, because I mean, you have
to be innovating while making games on the same timeline every year.
they've been making
is
this
hard.
game for however long, and like you can see with like Arc Raiders that they added AI, like actual AI, into the game. It's not like art. It's not like a disrespectful AI. It's more of like a smart version, smart use of AI. With the arcs, they're not. This is why you say they gravitate towards us, because they actually do. The arcs are very. They have AI
They
programming.
have intelligence and not like they have.
It's not like they're
They-
going in a fucking circle just doing their fucking route. You know what I'm saying? But they have like some sort of intelligence to where if like they hear shots, they're gonna go towards the shots more. Or if
Yeah.
and the way they move on the
Their
ground,
movement
like
is
the spider,
intelligent. I would say
the leaper.
their
the-
attacks are binary. Like definitely, like they have like a timing and animation. Their
Yeah.
attacks, but their actual movement is not It's not like
pre-programmed.
pre-programmed.
Yeah.
It's learning the environment and
Yes.
moving according. So like
yeah,
it's not.
which is very cool.
yeah.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate that use of AI. And I feel like since GTA has been in development for so fucking long that they're just trying to implement these new things that are just also coming out while they're like developing the game, and that's trying to they're just trying to make it the best game it can possibly be, and I understand that, and that makes sense for how long it takes, because you have so many more tools and so many more people working on those tools that know those specific you
Well,
have very
like I said,
specific things going on.
they took something innovative. This is the adaptation of like the video game industry, like the teams of developers and like the studios developers. They'll realize with a game like Arc Raiders, they're like there's plenty of extraction shooters, Delta Force, Tarkov, fucking like there's a bunch, even Helldivers. Like there's a bunch of extraction shooters that are popular. there are games that there's nothing super unique about arc raiders. Maybe the arcs, that's just kind of a newer, maybe like the AI arcs. But that's
The environment, like the whole. I think the environment's kind of.
I would say maybe not though. I've seen worlds similar. Like there's nothing totally unique about. Like it's like Battlefield. It's literally just like Battlefield. Like the map and sound.
That's the thing
I'm
too.
saying,
It attracts so many different kinds of players. It attracts fucking
but what
people
I'm
from
trying to
Battlefield
say is
6
there is
and like,
nothing super unique about the things in Arc Raiders. Truly,
I would say
it's
maybe
really
maybe
just
the
how
gunplay.
well.
Maybe the gunplay.
It's really not.
I mean, you don't have
There
a
are
lot of
so
clunky
many.
shooters like
There's
that.
so many games that are similar like that.
You
There's
don't really have
so many.
too many clunky
There
shooters
are
like that,
though.
though.
There are a lot of games that are similar to that. And I would just say my whole point is it's not the individual features of the game, like I said, with like the extraction, the arcs, the looting system, the stash, like Tarkov, like the free kit, have your own, like that whole thing. None of that's like unique. That's not nothing groundbreaking. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's simply how well the game works. People
Yeah.
love it. They
Yeah.
love how well the game works. And it's not even conscious
Yeah.
because it's not buggy. They don't have long load times in queue.
Yeah.
They don't have game breaking glitches. They don't have fucking. I know there's reported hackers or whatever, maybe one or two, but it's not like a problem.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's so many things that we've over the years with these unfinished ass games and all the stupid shit they add to it. On top of that, it's not even just the game being not being like working well, and then it's the stupid shit, the microtransactions for stupid shit. You know what you can do in fucking you can buy outfits.
Yeah.
Just like Helldivers. It's exactly like Helldivers actually in that way. So what I'm trying to say is like
Yeah, but you get the coins in
the
game too, which is nice.
the game
you know?
works the game meshes and works so well
Yeah.
that we can enjoy it for just what it is because those things are fun. Extraction shooters can be fun.
Yeah.
PvP is fun. The looting, having the gear fear, all that, fighting off the enemy, having arcs hunting all of you,
Yeah.
kind of like The Walking Dead. You have like the enemy always on you, like the zombies,
Right.
and then you have people too. They have to worry about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that, like concept. All of that shit is a good idea for a game. It's just it's nothing these days is executed so like good.
No.
That's why I feel like this game is so
It's
popular.
been so popular because people are so starved, like we said.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
They can
It's
they can immerse themselves in the game because there's nothing breaking the game.
right.
That it's
Nothing
like these,
taking them out.
Nothing taking them away from the game.
Right.
So
right.
I'm saying like
I think maybe the only thing taking away from the game right now, currently in the state, I think they're gonna fix it. Hopefully they fix it. Is like the end game. The end game is kind of rough. It's like the expedition. So what you do is you finish out the expedition. You put all these resources towards like the expedition, and then you can finally have like $5 million or whatever, and then you can do the expedition, which is basically old timing prestige, like from Call of Duty, basically, where it takes away everything you have and restarts you from everything, like square one, and it puts you in the tutorial. Even that's how fucking like much it restarts you. Come on, Luke or Brew.
all I'd say is this: that isn't that bad of an idea because I know youth would think this, and I would think this when I get to that point.
So
You would want to do it over, but the right way or a different way.
listen,
And
listen.
that's the
Yeah,
that's
sure.
the entertaining.
They
That's the
did.
intriguing
They
part.
did add this fact of like when you do this, you get permanent points.
Skill
So you-
tree.
Yeah,
Oh, the skill
permanent skill tree points. So you can. That's nice. The bad thing about that is like some people that don't prefer to do it, they can just keep all their stuff and just keep going. There's no real wipe.
I heard.
So people.
I
After,
heard that might change.
That's what I've heard.
That there might just be calendar of the month wipes regardless.
Yeah.
And that probably will just be enough.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like I said, that's my only problem with the game currently.
And if that's the biggest problem, then you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
So all I'm saying is
I just don't want to get to a point in the game where I've gotten all my blueprints that I want and like upgraded all my tables to level 3, and then I got all my guns like pink and yellow and all that shit, and I'm like at a point where I'm like, fuck, well, I'm just bored now. I don't have anything to really
Yeah.
get.
also new maps new
Yeah,
like
they did
modes,
launch
new
Stella
map-
Montes like
yeah,
immediately right after
new
they launched
maps,
the
new
game.
modes, new like events.
Yeah.
That shit will make the game more interesting,
100%.
replayability. So I think, like you said, like the only kind of issue is if you get to end game, a lot of people aren't even there though, and that's I guess like a thing to look out for. Is not a lot of people are there yet, like period, who play the game. A lot of casual people aren't even close.
Yeah.
Like, so in a way, yeah, but I think what I said about like the concept of it just being a well working game has allowed for it to people to enjoy it for what it is, and
Yeah.
it's like not a lot of games are like that these days.
Right.
It's fucked. So what are we looking forward to in 2026 in terms of games other than GTA?
God. Honestly, I don't even know what was supposed to come
You
out.
think Call of Duty?
It's more of a movie year, it feels like. Feels like, because I got Dune 3 coming out, you know? We got fucking, well, mainly Dune 3, dude. That's just what's been on my mind. Dune 3
Avengers
and GTA 6.
Doomsday?
That too, right? I don't even know how good that's going to be or how long that's going to be. 5-hour fucking movie.
I've
has to
become
fucking-
so disinterested in the Marvel shit.
Oh, God, dude. It's just, it's not even a disinterest. I still have an interest in it. It's more of a desaturation of the whole just industry of that side.
Yeah.
Like superhero, it just is dead. It just doesn't feel right anymore.
Well, just like video games, all it takes is a well executed, well put together movie, and it will put interest right back in it.
Yeah, so this is basically Marvel's last chance, to be fair, because they really did try to redo. They were gonna go with the King storyline, remember? And then that guy got a sexual abuse charge or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Domestic violence or
Something like that. Yeah, I can't even remember, but they kicked him out because they that of course, right? So I think because they had to like shovel together this fucking last minute like doomsday project, and we're like Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be the Doctor Doom, and like that made hype for it, and like all these little trailers that are coming out after Avatar are making hype for it right now, and like
Yeah.
if it executes it well, it's gonna be a good movie, and it's the franchise will be popular once more, and the shows will be more popular. They will make more money, and David Marvel will be happy. The thing is, I don't think they're gonna be able to do it, dude. I don't think they could help themselves with their little Marvel jokes, dude. I think they have to do the the falling and then saying, "Oops, I'm okay,"
Yeah.
kind of shit.
This is like what I mean by like Stranger Things got like marveled.
Fallout got marveled.
Fallout.
God, dude.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to. Oh, here. Okay. We only watched 2 episodes. The second one was actually good.
It was okay. You know, I still have my complaints.
I was fully locked into that episode.
I still have my complaints. Why is the main bitch fucking just dumb now?
Yeah.
And she was
The
completely
frog-eyed
weathered by
girl
the
is
end of
just
this.
totally numbskulled in this one.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. A lot of it doesn't make some
Like,
sense.
yeah, dude.
I mean, there is people with progression in that show, and it is nice some of the times, like with like the Brotherhood and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
like everything else is doing its part except her.
Yeah,
But she's like a main character. Sucks.
I know. I feel like she was already weathered
My
by
only
the end of the
critique
first season.
Is Ella Purnell or whatever the fuck her name is.
Oh, we
She-
also had fucking Last of Us at the beginning of this year. Forgot about that. It actually went past my mind so far that I've kind of like tried to forget about it.
just to bring it back up, we're leaving The Last of Us the show in
All of it,
2025.
all of it.
Right? We're
I don't
leaving all
want
of it,
season.
yeah.
I don't want season 3 or 4 or whatever the
We're
fuck we're on.
leaving. We're leaving Pedro Pascal in 2025.
Dude,
We're leaving Pedro Pascal.
You know, the anxiety thing was funny for a little bit, but now I'm just sick of
We're
seeing his
leaving Pedro
fucking face,
Pascal.
bro.
Bella Ramsey, Kevin Spacey
Please.
doing tap dances for the Jews. There's so many more.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's so many
We've gone
more.
past it.
But I feel like if I don't say it, it won't happen, and they'll stick around. So
you got to put it in the air. Okay.
yeah, I
got
gotta
you.
manifest it. But yeah, man, I'm just really excited for like.
Do you have any? I know this is awful to say, and I think it's dumb. Do you have any resolutions? I mean, the only reason I bring this up is because our friend Zeit brought this up, and I was even surprised he brought this up and had some sort of resolution. His resolution was stupid, but
I would
he won't
say
hear this part. He
I
won't
would
listen
say
this far.
resolution would be to just commit to doing the things I've been wanting to do.
Like,
That's it.
got any specifics?
Well, this pod
Yeah.
for one. Maybe the gym, like
Yeah.
basic shit. Just getting to things I haven't done. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things that you wake up with the intention of wanting to do, like almost every week, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one thing or two things, but things you just somehow never get to.
Right.
You got that like self block kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Can
I
we
guess
ta- can
maybe
we-
discipline
yeah.
in that way. You know, discipline.
Okay,
Having
fair
better
enough.
discipline
That's
for my
good.
New Year's.
I like that. That's better than what Zeit said.
Not
at least.
folding into pud. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
We were kind of both pud this year, to be fair.
Yeah. Gained like 15 pounds.
Well, I had that surgery and that did not help. Like, I just gained weight during that whole thing, and that was
Yeah,
not cool
dude.
either, so
Not cool.
doesn't feel good. Like you
When
said,
you hit your
gym would be
mid
nice.
20s, you just gain like 10 pounds.
Dude, no, dude, you
Yeah.
don't. Like, people are no, come on, nah.
Hey, man, I'm
We're
doing a
just
lot better
fucked.
than most of our peers from high school.
100%.
At 24, 25, a lot of these guys have just completely let go.
Can we call this episode our Chud life
Yeah.
or our lolcow life?
Yeah. Something like that. It'll be something like that.
The
But
life of a lolcow.
yeah. Maybe we'll just call the pod "Fuck My Chud Life." That's the
I was
pod.
thinking something like
that
that.
could
Like,
be that could be a,
like dude. What was that soap opera? Our lives.
I
Fuck.
know what you're talking about.
My phone's over there, so I can't look it.
Yeah. The
I wanna
idiot,
call
the idiot
this,
brain's getting fucked by stupid right now.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I can't remember that far back, dude. It's too old.
Yeah, dude. I am hoping for a better year. 25 was interesting.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't bad.
It was an interesting year for
Yeah.
sure. Better than the previous few, I'd say, for sure. But
I think my only resolution this year is to, you know, and yeah, so
You
when I
know.
do that, I'm just gonna be a lot happier.
yeah, dude. I can't wait for you to do that.
I know it's gonna be awesome.
I'm gonna be so supportive of you doing that, dude.
I think it's gonna be good for me. I think it
Think
really
your
is.
mom will like you doing that?
No, not at all.
I don't know if a lot of people will agree with what he wants to do.
No, it's gonna go against the Republicans in my
Let
family.
us know what you think about what he's gonna do.
Yeah, thank you.